Chef Charles Draghi, chef and owner of Herbaluce Restaurant in Boston. Today we're going to make one of the most fun things you can ever make in a kitchen, gelato. To start off, you need really good strawberries. Slice them pretty thin, and you can cut them however you like. You can chop them into little squares. I like them sliced like this. You put them into a saucepan. Honey, really good honey. This is organic wildflower honey. To this, we're going to put a half of a vanilla bean. So it's just a vanilla bean cut in half. And then what you want to do with the vanilla bean is you want to take a knife and just split it lengthwise. You don't have to force all the seeds out, but this helps to release the flavor. Throw that in, and then half of a cinnamon stick, which is sort of a complex procedure. You take a cinnamon stick, you break it in half, and you're done. So now that can go for 5 to 7 minutes. We'll let that just sit until steam starts to come out of the edge a little bit. And let all the flavor of the cinnamon and the vanilla infuse into the strawberries. And then we'll remove it from heat, let it sit a few minutes, and then chill it in a refrigerator. So now we have this absolutely fantastic strawberry mixture. It's been chilled, and the aroma from this is fantastic. You know, you really smell the earth and the strawberries and the sweetness of the vanilla. So it's ready to be just simply mixed with a little cream and spun into magic. So I always think gelato's magic. So we're going to put a couple of cups worth of really good cream. As you can see in the cream as I'm mixing it, it's just a very light kind of coral pinkish color. This will get a little darker when I put it into the ice cream maker because the paddles will knock a little bit more of the color out. But it adds for a more subtle flavor in the cream portion, and then you get a nice bite of the strawberry. So all you do is just mix this a little bit. It's fine. It's ready to go into the machine, which is here. So with the paddles in the cylinder, you're going to take your mixture of cream and strawberries, which, by the way, you could just drink this. You don't even have to make ice cream, but it's even better as an ice cream or a gelato. So you're going to pour this in, and those nice big chunks of strawberries are going to fall in there. So I'm going to plug this in. It's very loud. You might want to put this, if you're making ice cream from this kind of machine, in a garage or in a basement. It goes about 15 minutes till it's a batter-like consistency, and then you're all set for the freezer. Ah, silence. It's been about 15 minutes. So this should be at just the right consistency. You can hear it as it's going, that the motor's turning it a little bit more laboriously, so it's churning a little bit. So what you want is a nice batter-like consistency. So we'll take a look inside. Remove the cylinder, take the lid off, and it's perfect. It has sort of a nice batter quality to it, still soft enough that it can sort of drop off of there on the paddle. And it has risen about maybe 30% to 40% in volume because it's been incorporating air. Now, you want it at this consistency, and you can see the little frozen bits of strawberry in there. Those are the flavor crystals. Love them. But you want it at this kind of consistency because if you go beyond this, you run the risk of churning your ice cream or gelato into butter. And then it gets these hard little nodules in it that, if you're making butter ice cream, can be pleasant, but most of the time with most flavors, it's not something you're looking for. So scrape off the beater a little bit, and then inside you have the nice batter in the cylinder, and you just remove it. You can see the way it comes out. It almost looks like stiffly whipped cream, frozen whipped cream that smells and tastes like summertime and youth and promises to be fulfilled and all kinds of other wonderful, delightful things. This recipe makes about 1.5 quarts. So I've just removed this to a container. You can use any kind of container, paper container, or I like the plastic one. Just tap it down a little bit. You don't want to knock air out of it, but you want to remove any big air pockets. You still want it to have a nice mousse-like texture, though, so just a few taps. And then you lid it. And then you take any ice cream that's on your fingers. That's the extra tip for the cook. And then you're going to take this to a freezer, and you're going to let it sit for at least 6 hours so that it comes together and it has a really nice firm texture. And magically, 6 hours later, we have the prize. Beautiful strawberry gelato. Little flavor of the vanilla, little aroma of the cinnamon. Really nice creamy texture. Very classic gelato that it's just above the temperature where it would be hard, and it's just below freezing. So it's right in that nice, gooey, sort of soft serve zone you can see here, with big chunks of strawberries frozen in there. It's almost semi-freddo or frozen mousse-like in texture. So this is a classic gelato, just like you would have in coastal Italy. In the summertime, we'll take some nice dark strawberries. You see, I like this one. And just slice that through. Make a little fan for a garnish. Maybe another little strawberry. You never have enough strawberries. Nice little bowl of summer fantasy. Strawberry gelato.